It's go time.
Down here, salt is a way of life.
Hello and welcome to another King of the Saltmine League. How you guys doing today? I'm Nogarremi, and joining me on mic today is AlisonsBody. How you doing today?
Hey, I'm pretty good. First time out in the mines, hanging out. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, getting used to the salt.
Oh, I'm used to the salt. Don't worry about that.
For sure. Yo, do you know who we have all in this tournament? We got some nice names, I think.
Yeah, I've got the bracket up here. I'm familiar with. I said this to Ritus earlier. I'm familiar with about half of these names. I would say about one per match, actually. But how about you? What's your kind of familiar? I mean, like Muscle Noob, Jester, and Bolt Strike are the really quote unquote big names that I'm familiar with. But what about you?
Yeah, I'm in a similar boat. Those are the ones that I've seen come through and play in other Saltmine League tournaments and stuff like that. I'm not as familiar with the rest of these players, but I do know that we do have Valmaster as the current king.
Right.
We will try to hold down his throne at the end of all of this. Again, all of this is a first to three single elimination tournament to see who gets to fight Valmaster.
That's right.
That'll be pretty interesting.
A format I was completely familiar with prior to yesterday. I've known about this format for many months, and I didn't have to have any explanation given to me about it. So that's great. I think it's going to be a really exciting kind of situation. I think that is actually a really fun kind of way of doing a King of the Hill tournament. Obviously, you can there are different ways of organizing that, but it's a fun idea. So I'm excited to see. I've got to say, just looking at the lobby here, that's an interesting rank differential we're looking at in this first match.
Listen, you can never expect people's online rank to match their performance. People hide, they have sub accounts. Nobody is who they say they are anymore.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think Bolt Strike's got like some 7 alt accounts, various hilarious meme names about bathwater and whatever going on. So yeah, this could be MOV in disguise. I mean, I hope it's not, because that would be pretty dishonorable connection wise, but I can't believe a huge chance.
Yeah, pretty interesting though. We got Muscle Noob rocking the Zangief.
Yeah, we're feeling confident.
Yeah, he's like, okay. In a first or third situation, you got a couple of games to give. So even if Joraiko is a better Chun-Li,
For sure.
he has the opportunity to switch back.
He can definitely take one loss and still be in a fairly confident position. But that said, I'm not necessarily sure he's going to end up taking that loss. This is looking all Muscle Noob this round.
Yeah, definitely looking a little bit rough here for Joraiko. Oh no, didn't get the best punish there, but
yeah,
just
I mean, this is not like a. I wouldn't even necessarily say this looks like a secondary pick for a player of Muscle Noob's caliber, but he's still making it work.
I mean, he knows how to SVD. That's all that counts, right?
That's probably the most important thing for sure. But
definitely had to mix up between dashing up SVD and dashing up doing crouch light kick. You know, catching different reactions out of Joraiko and having those anti-airs on deck as well.
Absolutely. I think Joraiko is putting up a pretty decent performance for a slightly lower level player, but he's obviously kind of struggling with some of these advanced level situations, like Muscle Noob using that VS2 really successfully, connects the meaty and closes out the second round there fairly confidently.
Yeah, definitely not too much Joraiko could have said about that one. Lockdown in a corner against Zangief is a pretty scary situation, right? If you're in range of a crouch jab, you're in range of an SVD. So
absolutely, it is a 50-50. I feel like he's gonna want to play a little bit more slowly. He's being very buttonsy, and it's getting him caught by like jump ins. You really don't want to be getting caught by jump ins from Geef very often. Even with Chun's kind of slightly slower buttons in neutral, but it really doesn't seem like he kind of has the game sense. Oh wow, he doesn't want the running bear grab.
Yeah, the lariat wouldn't have killed, so he wanted the reset to catch him out.
Again, that maybe looked like a slight Muscle Noob kind of unfamiliarity situation. He didn't quite have the timing on that reset, but still takes the round. This VS2 to getting about 50% of his total damage every round.
Yeah, I mean, it's so scary. Whether he's fully charging it up and guard breaking you, he also gets the forward dash out of it, which is really scary, right? So like you can charge it up, it's a guard break where you can dash forward.
Punish? Oh, drop set. I mean, you do have the unfamiliarity advantage with that as well. Like, oh my god, the disrespect. Muscle Noob. He's just a baby. Oh no, this is.
I didn't go for the super to kill, but he tried for the big read. He wanted the jump air SBD, the Borgia Dynamite instead, just a jump fierce instead.
It works out.
Little mistake.
They're not little. What is it? What's the Bob Ross thing? It's not. They're happy little accidents, right?
Yeah, happy little accidents. It would have been so much cooler though if he got the instant jump Borgia Dynamite. Oh, it would have been so sick.
This is the thing about especially playing against someone who's like much higher level than you. Although great job from Draco at the start of this round. He's giving up a lot of space, but he's playing the neutral really nicely.
Yeah, we finally saw an anti with that back roundhouse from Draco.
Yeah, I think he's doing his best here. I hate to kind of.
Yeah, but it's definitely
questionable levels.
It's definitely a clear differential of level and experience in a lot of these situations. Where even if Muscle Noob's not familiar with Zangief, he knows the situations well enough of like, you're going to try to escape here, and just have Lariat on deck or to catch you trying to dash forward or something.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like that Arthur Clarke quote about advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. I think a player who's sufficiently advanced over you in a fighting game is indistinguishable from a mind reader in some ways. They just kind of, it appears that they know exactly what you're going to do before you do. But they bust that.
Yeah, adapting a little bit, finding situations that work for them a little bit. Found the super.
Yeah, I mean this round is looking pretty close. Could be.
Oh my goodness, got stuck in, but the fierce interrupted. But the second. Yeah, the second activation of V-Trigger for Zangief can not always pop up if you don't V-Trigger left, and Draco just harassing with these
Taking
stand here.
around. Nice to see.
Final round.
He's not dead yet.
That's what most of you get for not spinning super at all.
Yeah, I suppose so. And for picking... let's not. Yeah, I think Draco making great use of the Stab Fierce in this matchup. He's obviously kind of recognizing that is one of the big strengths of Chun-Li. Oh, almost got whiff punish there. Muscle really pumping that V skill out, but it's not paying off too much in this round.
Yeah, not quite yet. And I think the interesting thing, right? Chun-Li's V-Trigger 2 is a perfect counter for the V-Skill 2 from Muscle being right.
V-Trigger,
oh my goodness.
Oh my god, super confirm, let's go! Here we go, this isn't going to kill, but it's going to put him in one touchy.
Muscle Dude did like 18 forward fierces.
It's the game, that's what he has to do.
He
went out! Let's go, Draco! Taking the round.
It's like Chun-Li's extended hurt box on the startup of Stand Fierce gets sucked in, but it doesn't interrupt the button. So it still it just sucks in and puts Zangief in range.
That's kind of sick. The anti-tech. I'm hearing some robot voice, I will say.
Okay.
But it's, someone in chat agrees, but it's, I mean, online tournaments, right? Mostly just coming in with the footsies right now. Jumping in, getting the full jumping combo, not especially common situation for a Geef player, but the meaty is there, and gets the second neutral jump because he drops the first one, and he mistimes the running bear grab again. Unfortunate, but that's okay. He's looking pretty confident here. Unfortunately, Draco just cannot get the timing right, and Chun is a character whose buttons really do kind of beat Geef's buttons fairly handily, but I think it's a fairly common sort of mid-low level player trap to fall into, that you know, like Chun-Li Stand Fierce is a great button, so you think, oh well, I'm in range, let's press Stand Fierce, but maybe you're in range for a slightly faster button or a slightly more appropriate button that could beat out your opponent's kind of footsies options. But Muscle Noob just coming in with these very disrespectful lariats. Please, Muscle Noob, I'm begging you, give the boy a chance. Draco really struggling to anti-air, but he gets the sweep punishing on that. Spoke a little bit too soon. Alright. Draco did that like a really great attempt. He really did. Taking that third game there was really impressive, but Muscle Noob just slightly, well, just, you know, he's just a higher level player. He's a very strong player, and that one did go in his favor. So GG's to him. It was nice to see. You know, this is a great tournament for people being able to join of any skill level, and it's kind of a cool opportunity for someone who is lower level to play one of the better kind of players in Europe, right? So that's cool.
Yeah, definitely. And let me know if it sounds.
This sounds way better. Yeah.
Okay, I might have to replace my cable, my mic cable.
I've been struggling with that. I'm using like a 10-year-old XLR here, and it is. It's generally okay. It doesn't really cause me any crackle issues, but it seems to disconnect pretty sporadically. So let me know if that ever happens. But, you know, you're sounding crystal clear now.
Apparently, I just should never touch anything in my setup once I start.
Yeah, I think that's generally very good advice, to be honest.
All right, but up next we do have Jester Power versus Johnny Macaroni. And Jester Power rocking the Rashid.
Right. So
has he joined the top tiers?
Oh, I hope not. Right. Like, so Jester Power traditionally a Vega main, but I've definitely seen him pick Rashid in Salt Mines. I feel like I remember maybe from a couple of months back him ending up in a Rashid mirror with Bolt Strike in one of these tournaments. Which was like really upsetting to see, to be honest with you.
Neither one of them playing Vega.
Yeah, both just kind of giving in to the power. I mean, we'll see. I mean, Jester Power could just have Rashid set as his main. I'm sure he's a high level player. He can pick whoever he wants, but we'll see. Versus, again, another player that I'm not very familiar with, Johnny Macaroni.
Yeah, Rock and Zangief trying to represent Muscle here. Let's see how their performance kind of compares.
Right. Do you recognize
the great Jester Power?
I'm not gonna lie. I do not know. My flag knowledge is just abysmal. Geography.
Abysmal. I feel like Europeans always have terrific flag knowledge.
Portugal. Actually. Oh, I should really know the Portuguese flag. Yeah, no. Europeans, they have great geography and cultural knowledge, but Britons.
Yo, Allison.
What's up?
You're fired.
Fuck! Damn it! No, that's
I'm
alright.
still here, baby. I made it through. I wasn't the first one
on Salt League. That's exciting. So he is picking the Rashid. That's cool. Kind of. I hate this character, to tell you the truth. But
yeah, I mean, it's very annoying to fight, but went with the silver costume, which really looks like Rashid's normal costume.
It does, doesn't
Yo,
it?
got the juggle?
That was sick.
Yo, that's how you know. So you know Jester's been playing this character for a while, right?
Yeah.
You're looking for that juggle round start.
This isn't like the greenest of Rashids. Well, I suppose it's the silverest of Rashids, but you know what I mean. Getting the spinning mixer into the corner, but great recognition of the minus frames there from Johnny Macaroni. Doing the neutral running bear grab, a very big brain play, but it's just about kind of ready for it right now, and he's just playing this slow neutral with the fireballs.
Yeah, it's one of the things, being up close to Zangief is scary, even for Rashid, who has terrific pressure and everything.
Absolutely, yeah. You never want to get caught by a random kind of churn. And the EXDP gets baited, but Johnny Macaroni slightly too early on the punish, gets the air reset instead. But still a decent little chunk of damage there. Good anti-air from Jester, you're not going to be able to jump in like that. And this is what I was saying from last game, is Muscle Noob getting all those jump-ins with Zangief. It is not something you're going to see very often versus a higher level player, just because Zangief's jump-in buttons and his jump arc are not so strong. He can't change his jump arc or anything like that. Great punish on the running bear grab. The wake up super.
And yo, that's always fun to see. You gotta do it to people sometimes.
You gotta plant them. That's right.
And I love that just power did the reversal EX as well, right back. You're like, oh, you get Oki off of this? No, you don't.
I don't think so.
Sub Johnny right into the corner, but nice SBD on the reset, calling out.
Checking out his Itzan clips, I love it. I do actually also love this this Geef costume, and we got seasonal appropriateness for once. You know, you only get like 1.5 months worth of use out of these costumes per year, so you better use it.
No, I'm a big fan. If you're feeling Christmassy, do it whenever you want.
I agree. Actually,
don't let the seasons tie you down.
Don't let all these like grumps.
Oh.
Fuck yeah, he took around.
Yeah, got caught. Just a power, I think, tried to jump out a little bit too late there and got sucked in on the ground.
That's right. I'll tell you what, this Geef, as opposed to the Chun, which I could probably believe was appropriately ranked, I'm gonna say Johnny Macaroni either doesn't play much ranked, or maybe this is a sub account or something. He's looking pretty strong.
I just think Just a Power's getting hit with a lot of SBDs.
Well, that's absolutely true, but who's to say? Right, that jump in maybe ought to have landed. We'll see. He's got the anti-air. This is unlucky, just slightly out of range for the SPD there. He wanted to cancel that punch, I think, into another SPD, but it wasn't quite in range. Anti-air? Yeah.
Again.
He's got it. I'm going to say this guy, this is a higher than silver, like base silver level Geef. I don't know. I could be wrong, but to me this is some pretty impressive.
They have the basics down, right? Anti-airing and win to SPD. And the SPD, win to SPD is anytime the opponent's in range, right?
That is correct.
There's a couple of times where they've done like jab into roundhouse instead of an SPD, which I think is a pretty good tell that they've probably been around the block a little bit.
I feel that.
I mean, but it's you can tell Just the Power does not want to lose going back to the line.
Yeah, immediately. We're not doing the muscle move pack here of just sticking with our sub pick. It didn't quite go as planned for Jester, unfortunately. So we'll see. I don't know what the rest of his kind of sub roster looks like. If he has any other characters that he might bring out prior to the Vega, but if I were him, I would just hit it up with the main right now. You only get one chance.
No reason to mess around here, right? If you're looking to advance in the tournament here, there's no losers bracket. There's nothing else for you. You got to start taking games and putting them on the board.
You got to start taking things seriously, even if they're named after delicious pasta dishes. You know, you don't want to give any quarter hit. So we're getting Just Power coming in with the poison.
Poison, which is
Sure.
an obvious counterpick, right? Poison versus Zangief is not fun.
As I understand it, yeah, that sounds about right. God, with this just dreadful color choice. I mean, truly kind of quite painful to look at, but hopefully the gameplay will make up for it.
You don't like baby puke green?
Well, it's just the light lilac sets it off so nicely that you can hardly complain, really.
Yeah. Yo, but
Anyway.
right there is all we're hearing right now.
That's true. I mean, it's most of what you hear in a regular poison round anyway. Jester looking a lot more confident in here. Like you said, the matchup is a lot harsher, but activation B trigger from Johnny Macaroni, who is actually successfully beating Jester's back whips with the jump in. I think, again, just like a slight bit of unfamiliarity. Jester isn't using the up whip, I guess, but he's taken that round.
Yeah, but I mean, you can definitely see that Johnny Macaroni, especially towards the end of that round, was doing an excellent job of like just walking forward, walking forward, right? That's number one thing against Zangief against Poison is just get Poison to a corner and don't let her escape.
Exactly. Yeah. The basic kind of archetypical grappler versus zoner thing. Very slowly take them to the corner, lose about 40 to 50% of your health, and hopefully win from there. But unfortunately, Jester Power is just looking slightly too strong here. Gets the meaty crouch medium and completes the combo for the second round.
Yeah, definitely looked super. Like you could like just see how much more difficult the Poison Zangief matchup is than the Rashid one, right? Poison doesn't have to be close to you, except when she gets a lot of plus frames, like a meaty crouch medium punch.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she's back. She's like, all right, try to jump up with, try to walk forward, medium with.
Yeah,
And,
she really doesn't have to take much risks at all.
Yeah, not in this. The largest risk is how to escape the corner. But if you're playing well enough, you learn how to escape the corner before you're really even there.
Ooh, unfortunate whiffed SPD there, but goes unpunished from Jester. Yeah, I guess it's a slight issue if you're playing at this kind of longer mid-range to punish whiffed SPDs if they come out that far away, but it really isn't looking that problematic for Jester Power. He's just got V-trigger activation in the corner, big combo here. And the setup? Yeah.
Yeah, it stayed grounded, but still caught
Very
Johnny
small.
Macaroni trying to throw on Wake Up and got the kill. About to take it up 2-1.
I hate to tell you this, but the mic just went all crackly again. Keep speaking, but let's see if it gets better. Oh shit, the air to air. That was nice. And the neutral jump combo. Picking up a lot of damage here. Wake Up super, let's see. Yeah. Okay, so that's gonna land. Like you say, Johnny Macaroni is going to get a little bit of Oki here, but nothing too convincing. And great use of the heal to anti-air. Crush counter. This is looking all Jester Power. This could be the beginning of the end. Goes to setup again, but smartly not quick rise from Johnny Macaroni, who churns the butter, gets the SPD. Let's see what he's got. Just like SPD, so no Oki there. Jump in does land, and he just goes for the raw V-trigger, which unfortunately does not combo. And yeah, crazy how well these jump-ins have been working for Johnny Macaroni. I mean, he hasn't gotten too much of a reward off them, especially at that long distance range where you're just hitting at the tip of the jump HK. But he's still looking good because the raw running bear grab again, a tiny bit desperate, but I don't think that he's playing this super badly at all. I think Jester Power has a really nice poison, and he's really doing a good job of playing this like extremely good matchup for her very well. And that's making it look like Johnny Macaroni is kind of really struggling, where obviously he is struggling, but I don't think it's necessarily because of some especially weak play.
Yeah, so he's definitely, both sides are playing well. It's just with the matchup, it's just so difficult for Zangief and so we'll see how it goes, right? Look, even the max range jump-ins, you don't get the combo that you wanted.
Yeah,
that's rough.
The real difficulty. And Jester Power now using that heal sometimes to anti-air at that range perfectly covers the forward jump-in kind of space where Zangief was previously getting a little bit of damage. Nice jab interrupt, but fudge me. I don't know about the language guidelines on this stream, sorry about that. But that crouch medium punch is just abusive when it comes to anti-airing. The hitbox on that thing is enormous.
Yeah, that crouch medium punch is the start of a lot of bad relationships.
Absolutely. And the fact that it's a flame trap as well, like it's a mad good meaty button as well, is just very upsetting to see. And this is just going downhill fast for Johnny Macaroni. Unfortunately, he's just struggling to deal with anything Jester Power's doing. You saw that Jester Power got like the dash-in combos, or the dash-in pressure at least. Like once you have such a huge command of the neutral range in that way that Poison does, oh, they can do that absolutely.
The complete
full jump in. Ridiculous. But yeah, having that much command of like the mid-range on screen, that was going to be the game. Gives you slightly more opportunity to take those kind of slightly disrespectful plays, you know, your dash-ins from mid-screen, because Zangief is having to look out for buttons from that range, where against other characters maybe he's not, maybe he can just focus on the dash or the jump or whatever, so just
yeah, did a super good job of training him not to really push in that neutral situation, and then just dash forward and could do what he wanted, or jump and do what he wanted. Because, you know, again, like you're always expecting the whips to come out. So, an excellent recognition of the situation there from Jester Power to swap to the counter pick, and not just switching to it, but also, excuse me, knowing exactly what to do. In that matchup.
Felt like he had a really nice command of that matchup in particular there with the poison. That was definitely the right call, I think. I wonder if he would have been even as dominant using the Vega, to be honest with you, because that was about as convincing as a match can be, you know?
Yeah, like, again, like, it just speaks volumes to how difficult that matchup is. It's just wickedly... It feels to Zangief like there is no way. Yeah, not even when you get to the point where like Zangief's like, oh, I'm pushing them to the corner, this is a good thing, right? It just still doesn't feel good. Ever.
You're still watching
to play that matchup. But I've played it on both sides, and it's just not fun. I don't even have fun as Poison. I'm like, this feels bad. Like, this is abuse. Like, he can't do anything.
But the truth is, if you're playing as Zangief, you do have to kind of take that in stride, right? There are going to be bad matchups, and you're going to have your times to make other people feel so miserable. And I feel like that is the primary animus behind playing Zangief to begin with. So there's an element of karmic justice, I think, to picking Zangief and getting absolutely slopped on with the Zona character. But unfortunately, that is what happened in this game.
So we do have, I think, the match that we're both unfamiliar with, which is Bad Idea number 76 V2 versus Lily AJ 12.
You know what? I am pretty much completely unfamiliar with these guys. I'll say this. I saw about 30 seconds of Lily AJ playing against Dover Chief, maybe last week or at some point in either this tournament, you know, last week's version of this tournament. The best rookie in Europe, yeah.
Rookie, I mean, the level 50 Chun-Li is pretty ridiculous. But it's a hard grind if you get a level 50 with a character but don't play any ranked.
That is true. Yeah, that takes a minute. But and then the only place I know Bad Idea from is he is in NCH's Bropanga tournament, and he told me he lives in London the other day, which is also where I live, so that's nice. We were somewhat close by to Bad Idea, but I've never seen him play, no idea what he's like, so we'll have to see how this goes.
Yeah, but it is going to be Seth versus Chun-Li here. Not atypical. I think it's rarer to see Chun-Li's than Seth nowadays, but...
I would say so, for sure. Especially if you're watching Street Fighter League, in which case... You're going to be playing
everywhere. It's the best secondary character.
Yes, it's the best secondary character, which I think says something about what he might be for a primary character as well, if people decide to pick him there. But enough of that. We could complain about Seth for quite a while. I think if he hadn't been coming out, maybe if he hadn't come out rather, maybe we would have been complaining a little bit more about Chun-Li. But I do think Chun-Li has this thing perennially of people believing that she has a ton of potential, which is never really realized. However,
Yeah,
in this match.
Lily AJ definitely showing something here. Some fantastic combos as well as just wonderful understanding of Bad Idea's mental state, knowing that EXTP was going to come, knowing that they didn't need to take a big risk to close out the round.
Yeah, it's sort of the classic spot, or the big swing there from Bad Idea using the light kick Tatsu, which is obviously punishable. Lily recognizing that's something that they can wait for in this situation. But yeah, playing a really
into the big roundhouse.
That button is so great to just throw out in kind of a lot of situations. Yeah, Lily really recognizing that light kick Tatsu move is extremely punishable. I wonder if Bad Idea will take that on board and stop buffering it quite so aggressively.
Yeah, I gotta throw in heavy legs every once in a while, heavy spin kick.
Yeah. What is the name of the move? It's I just call it Tatsu because that's the enter. I don't know. Seth has
I call it spin
funniest
kick or Tatsu
as well. Okay, it's fine. But Lily taking that round pretty convincingly, to tell you the truth. He's looking really solid in the neutral, and he's got the reads as well. And as you said, in that first round, a lot of really nice combo conversions too. I think Chun, oh my goodness, that was a dirty, like, same side cross under. And this pressure is going to be really difficult for Bad Idea to get away from. Chun not necessarily known for being like a super strong pressure character, but she does have her +3s in the corner. I mean, everywhere obviously, but great bust out from Bad Idea, who's taken Lily all the way to the opposite corner, high on that stun bar. A lot of orange here.
Oh no! Yeah, the forward fierce put them on the other side, and now Lily with the corner control.
That's right.
Both of them just swinging these roundhouses. A cruel disaster coming out, the little spin kick there.
Nice. I said it was a weird move name. I prefer to just say Tatsu, to tell you the truth. But big V-trigger one swing there, and he does land the hit, even though he's still going with that just buffered crouch medium kick. Great disrespect from Lily though. And that actually will be the round with these.
Yeah, look at the damage. You see? Yeah, if you have optimal V-trigger 2 conversions, look at the damage Chun-Li can get.
I love to see how much scaling it gets towards the end as well, where it's just like these tiny little bits of extra damage being shaved off. But yeah.
Right, but it's still enough to kill. It's like doing 2 damage per hit.
It's the perfect calculation.
Excellent extended jungle with the EX second conquerors.
That's right, but Lily definitely challenging Bad Idea's meaties here quite considerably. I wonder if Bad Idea is not familiar with the wake-up options, or is just kind of struggling under the big lights to hit him perfectly. But you can bet that Lily isn't going to be struggling with the same things, unfortunately, for Bad Idea. Big combo there with the V-Skill in the corner. It's her kind of big hallmark buff this season. But
here's the back in the corner. We're going to activate to get the plus frames here. Bad Idea just trying to find their place, but no, Lily AJ with the Fierce going to be able to close it out with the KotS, going up 2-0.
Yeah, that's really tough. Lily doing none of the nonsense of picking a secondary to sandbag in the first games, just going right in with the main and kind of playing their heart out and doing a good job of it, really. I mean, I don't think Bad Idea is putting up a bad performance by any means. I would maybe cut down a little bit on the buffered crouch medium kicks, but in the neutral, I really like his spacing with that stand hard kick a lot of the time, and he's gotten some really nice conversions.
Oh, nice conversion off the crush counter forward fierce, and now locking down this corner control. You can see the meaties tightening up just a little bit here.
For sure, yeah. It's a hard situation, especially when he's been hit by kind of disrespect 3 frames so many times. You don't really want to go for too many staggers.
Oh my goodness, look at all the throws.
So difficult to deal with.
Yo, and again, clipping the recovery on the axe kick. My goodness, Lily is looking on point here.
Extremely clean play there. This is a bit of a speed run, unfortunately. Bad Idea.
Yeah. I mean, when Lily has low medium kick, your axe kick whiff has swept it. Like, I feel like you've really got to start looking at timing those a lot better.
Yeah, I think that's one thing I think is missing from Bad Idea's game plan a little bit here. The anti-airs could be a little stronger, as we just saw there, and also the instant air dive kick is such an important part of Seth's toolkit. Loath as I am to say it, I think that's to kind of introduce a few more of those. But nice cross-up, light confirm there. Again, he just cannot get anything started here against Lily, though.
Lily showing that, like, hey, I have an Incineroar option too, with the Incineroar legs clipping and push all the way to the corner, but here's the activation. And there's a punish with the EX legs into their own activation. This could have been some good damage, but dropped it.
What's going on?
It's rare drop for Lily. Oh.
Another miss here. No confirming to CA, unfortunately, from Bad Idea. You know he was looking for that with the crouch.
Oh my goodness, these dash-up crouch-like kicks are so stressful. And there's the entire Lily AJ going to be able to take it with a clean 3-0.
I honestly can't believe that Bad Idea stayed alive for as long as he did at the end of that round. Like, not to say that he had been playing badly at all, but he really kind of clutched out the defense for a good 20 seconds there at the end. But yeah, Lily AJ just, again, as we've seen with all these first round matches so far, just a level above.
Yeah, clearly there was something there, whether it was just the spacing, the meaties, the opportunities to challenge, like seeing that Bad Ideas didn't have the meaty pressure that they needed to have. So
yeah, he wasn't able to keep on Lily for any significant amount of time. Every time he went for a mix-up, Lily managed to kind of jab out or crouch-like kick out, and every time Lily did that, it is one of the really good strengths of Chun, I think, that her 3 frames can really lead to something. So he would be able to reverse the momentum so quickly. And yeah, it was just a pretty dominant 3-0 there. So coming up, we've got a UK versus Sweden match.
Guy.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out where I recognized Wise Guy's name from, and it's because he played in the I've seen him play in the Sprang, the Swedish.
I was trying to remember the name for it. Yeah.
Yes.
Another tournament that Crossmoon hosts. Oh, it's great.
Yes.
Crossmoon. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know what's going on with it right now. Is it still going every week? It was going for a while, and it was swapping between Crossmoon and Senza, who's the guy that organizes all the stuff in NCH, who's great, and you should all follow twitch.tv/Senza, SENZEER. But I don't know what's going on right now because I haven't seen any Sprang streams in a little bit. But anyway, Wise Guy.
Maybe in like a week or something, yeah.
Maybe.
Wise Guy rocking the Akuma.
That's right, yeah. Level 78 as well, so I think we can safely assume that is either his main or he has played a lot of this game. And going up against Bolt Strike at some point.
Yeah, Bolt Strike just needed an extra minute. Bolt Strike has also been playing Urian, if I recall correctly.
Oh, I saw that on Twitter. Yeah, yeah. After
I just went through. Okay.
After
Hold it down, Allison.
I'll do my best. I'll talk about Bolt Strike and his character decisions. So after like a long stint of playing Gil, I saw a tweet the other day something like Urian is like Gil, but if he was good, and I think that describes a lot of people's feelings about that particular character. I mean, Urian and Gil, unlike a kind of Ryu Akuma thing where Akuma does everything that Ryu does, but just a lot better, Gil and Urian I don't think even necessarily have an especially similar kind of game plan or win condition, but because they're so aesthetically similar, because some of their buttons really look almost exactly the same, it becomes very difficult not to compare them, especially like not buttons necessarily, but stuff like knee drop or the fireball capabilities. You know, Gil looks a lot more like a zoning character, but that Urian VS2 means that he has a kind of a lot stronger zoning capabilities than Gil does to begin with. So it is one of those situations where you look at the two characters, you play them both, and one of them does just, you know, they feel similar in some ways, but one of them feels so much better to play. You don't really want to kind of spend too much time, especially if you're a high level player like Bolt Strike. It's almost kind of a, you know, you don't want to waste your time so much on a character that you're just going to end up struggling with. That said, he has been a Vega main for the past 5 years, so maybe he does, I don't know. But yeah, it's looking like we're going to have the Urian Akuma matchup. I would like to see him play Vega, to be honest, but maybe we'll see that a bit later on. We'll have the Urian Akuma presumably right now. We can all just wait and find out. It'd be pretty exciting. But yeah, I think a lot of the Swedish players, this is something that I've noticed, don't play a lot of ranked. And so where you might see an ultra gold Swedish player or a plat Swedish player. They tend to be, in my experience, a lot stronger than they look. Now, is that going to be competing with a bolt strike, with a muscle move? Maybe not quite so much. The rank differential here is a lot larger than it is with someone like me, but I'll be interested to see. I wouldn't be surprised to see Wise Guy have some really solid fundamentals and some pretty good play here. He's got one of the SFL League costumes on here. I don't know. I don't recognize that team logo. NASA maybe?
Yeah, Nasser.
Nice. So we're asking
replace the XLR
yeah.
cable. Yeah, we'll see how this new cable goes.
Sounds really good right now. Fingers crossed.
Oh, dash up, counter hit, low, medium kick, nice conversion off of it as well.
Yeah, and the shimmy
shimmy
into the demon flip throw. He's making some big swings in this first round here, and he's actually
you gotta use the gimmicks while they're gonna work, because once Bolt Strike catches on, like that crouch fierce is gonna be coming out. Oh, got duffed in the dome.
Oh, you don't want to see that. Oh wow, that was a slightly ambiguous jump over there, but you can see Wise Guy has some really nice answers to the fireballs, but he's very active here, and he's getting clipped by just a lot of stuff. Gets the red fireball into activation, goes for the shimmy once again, but Bolt Strike's wised up now. No pun intended, and he gets that EX headbutt.
Yeah, and you can tell that Bolt Strike is looking a lot more prepared for the throw baits and the demon flips right now. Like, he immediately recognized that those were the two things that Wise Guy was going for, but now Wise Guy trying to get the throws. Yo, the delay EX headbutt.
So how long did we say this guy's been playing Urian? I'm seeing some
like a week or something.
Urian players right now. This is how you gotta play, but Wise Guy answering right the fuck back with that DP, and I love this. I love to see a game
counter conversion, but dropping his combos.
Oh my goodness, this is wonderful.
I love seeing Bolt Strike just whip out EX headbutts. After so many times he's had to hold the mix because he's been playing Vega, he's just like, nah, I'm just gonna EX headbutt.
I don't think so, actually, tonight. And sometimes it's not even a mix, sometimes it's just in the neutral, he goes for the raw headbutt, but great interrupt there from Wise Guy, gets the counter hit conversion. Maybe this game's going to start looking a little bit more Swedish favoured. Unfortunately, the EX headbutt misses on the demon flip, and yeah, like you say, Bolt Strike immediately adapting to that EX demon flip, doing the jump back jab, getting that crouch medium punch rather to close out the round.
Yeah, no reason to. You don't have to be super fancy with your avoidance of demon flip. You just need to not get hit by it. It does so much damage and leads to a really good situation for Akuma, no matter which option he picks to mix you up with. That's right. Unfortunately, the esports jersey doing nothing for Wise Guy, struggling in this first game. But who's to say? I mean, he's definitely had a few good situations per match, but especially in that second round, the level of scramble going on just meant that he wasn't able to get anything going for any consistent length of time, unfortunately. And you really need, like, as absolutely incredibly strong as Akuma is, and I do think he's probably like top 2 in the game, he still needs a couple of situations to go right, and versus a player of Bolt Strike's caliber, it's always a challenge to get that going, especially when you give him the dang EX headbutt. Yeah, nice counter conversion there from Bolt Strike, allowing him the corner, and an excellent punish here as well. Spent 2 bars and tried to get a little bit of a jump shimmy there, but almost punishes the V reversal as well with that backdash, but just slightly out of range, and he's just thrown out that long crouch jab. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do as Akuma? Oh, you're gonna activate into V-trigger? Well, sure, fine, but let's see. The crouch counter finds the crouch now. He's gonna have to EX headbutt on the table. Oh my god, that should have been it. But the A just comes out. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong V-trigger bar, to be clear. But still, I mean, this is looking great for Wise Guy, to be honest. As great as any round has, but unfortunately. Yeah, I know it was a crouch medium punch, but I was hoping that the EX headbutt was coming. It may as well have been, unfortunately. Bolt Strike making up for it with just a regular headbutt there. And Wise Guy getting a decent little round here at the start. You see Bolt Strike just playing like absolute born Urian player right here, these dashes. I mean, I will say, as underwhelming as Vega has been... What did that hit? Where did that connect from? What did Akuma get hit by there? He got hit by Urian's like back of his shoulder. Yeah, shoulder and back. Yeah. That's completely fair. Have you seen the things that Akuma can do? True. If there's one character you want to see get punished. Too far? Yeah, too far to get the DP conversion on the Fireball V-trigger activation. And one of the things that like really hasn't been going well for Wise Guy here is the defense has been a little suspect, and as well as not punishing some of the bigger buttons on block. I was noticing that like some crouch fierces on block that weren't canceled. You got to start taking advantage of those, and have Bolt Strike feel the risk of doing meaty stand, medium punch, and then not hitting the confirm into crouch heavy punch.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of those kind of mid-high level things that you start to recognize is punishing like very minus buttons as opposed to just your specials and your DPs and stuff. There are lots of situations in this game where if you're not taking your turn, you might actually be punishing someone for, like, as you say, for example, Urian hitting that crouch heavy on block. So it would be good to see Wise Guy take advantage of that, but unfortunately, he's got a good punish on the shoulder though. Kuma, certainly not like someone a character that's going to struggle in this matchup, but the player levels here, as they have been in each of these rounds, just probably slightly out of whack. Bolt Strike putting on the pressure in the corner, and great punish on that Tatsu. Not spending any bar, he just wants to get Wise Guy nice and close to stun.
Oh, just one more touch.
Harassing with that crouch medium. And Wise Guy, I mean, again, like, great whiff punish on the up fireball there. A big read from Bolt Strike, especially at that range. And Akuma's really good at just walking up right all the way across the screen. Come on,
quadruple
man.
backdash on wake up.
Why not? What are you really risking? Great confirm off the fireball here, and Bolt Strike. Oh, Wise Guy
Still alive.
Yeah. Oh, great use of the jump back EX. F5, what is going to happen?
He almost clipped the toes.
He almost hit himself. Oh my goodness.
Wake up critical, or
He's
no,
dead.
he's doing a throw.
Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, I mean, that was the objectively correct decision from Bolt Strike there. I don't think there was anything Wise Guy could have done to win once he was that close and Bolt Strike inputted the super. I'm not sure if DP would have beaten it, but...
Urian super has a lot of invincibility.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's very difficult to say. Teleport would have been an option, yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course, that's a good point.
But was already doing the throw, and now Bolt Strike
Bolt Strike,
feeling
what are you
himself here, just doing
doing?
headbutts.
Bolt Strike is so mean.
This is pretty mean, but...
to watch. Wise Guy's a good player, he's playing solid. Oh, okay.
I mean, it just goes to show you that maybe some more fireballs are needed in this neutral situation to kind of stop the approach here, but not going to be enough. The jump coming in, hitting Wise Guy right on the dome, trying to impart that wisdom in him, like just hitting him on top of the head.
That's right. We should, in this end screen, we should be seeing like little birds flying around Akuma's head after that round, but unfortunately, that's going to be, well, not unfortunately. Unfortunately for a Wise Guy, of course, that is going to be Bolt Strike's very clean 3-0. And in the competition of the secondaries, I think we have to give Bolt Strike probably the most convincing, Jester Power Poison, most convincing secondary, Bolt Strike Urian, second most convincing, and Muscle Noob, sorry, Jester Power Rashid, less convincing than Muscle Noob's Geef. There we go. Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
wow, thank you very much.
Really calling out the commentators for not supporting the stream. So thank you so much. I can be less poverty now.
That's very sweet of you. Do we have any emotes in this channel?
We have a couple of emotes for this channel.
What are the?
You're fired is probably the best one. We're fired for not being subbed to the channel.
Yeah. Nice. Love that. Love that.
That's probably the best emote. You're fired is the best.
One of the best emotes out there, I have to say.
Right,
so
but looks
Jessica hopping back into the lobby because he is going to be fighting against Muscle Noob, and now we're reaching the point where all of these matches are going to be very high level. Hopefully, we're going to see all people kind of picking their main characters and keeping it their all.
I want to see more secondaries. Like I want to see these people go at it. Rashid Zangief again. I don't want to see Poison versus Zangief. I just feel bad the entire time.
Yeah. No, you definitely don't want to see another Poison Zangief matchup, but maybe a Vega Ken could be pretty interesting. And actually, I was going to say prior, there was a moment in that match we just watched where Bolt Strike Urian did like a triple dash forward into something versus Akuma, which is like not something that you would generally see. But I think one thing that Urian and Vega have in common is that they are both characters with very strong forward dash. So as weak and as much of a struggle as it is to play Vega a lot of the time, I think forward dash is a pretty strong tool in his kit, and he definitely shares that in common with Urian. But like I say,
Yeah.
we're going to be watching Vega Ken right now.
Yeah, and you want to talk about good dashes. Ken also has a pretty good forward dash to kind of control that space as well.
Is it? It must be something other than the cable, right? At this point.
Right, but me unplugging and replugging the cable fixes it.
Yeah, for a minute. I couldn't
weird.
tell you.
Hold on.
Yeah. Muscle Noob taking this corner position, but immediately putting himself in the corner. Good spacing from Jester Power, to be fair. Rocking the kind of Bolero costume versus Muscle Noob's trademark horrendous pink. But great little light punish there on the sweep. You gotta be slightly careful on the punish there, because that sweep, while it is heavily minus, can be have different frames based on the active frame that it hits you on, or you block it on rather. Nice answer using the V-Trigger 2 from Jester Power, getting a lot of corner carry, and obviously spending 2 bars for a decent bit of damage. This round is looking very strong. He baits the DP but doesn't punish, slightly out of range. Muscle Noob still has a chance in this round. He has V-Trigger, he has 1 bar, that's more than enough to get this going. Spends the bar on the V-Trigger activation, gets the back throw, that should be it. Very good comeback there from Muscle Noob, who was 1 jab away from taking the loss there.
Alright, does it sound better now?
It does sound better now.
Alright. I didn't unplug the cable this time, so we'll see what happens.
What did you do?
I changed. Listen, it's complicated.
Sure, no
I don't have time here. But the wake up EX reversal, that's going to be pretty big, and gets the meaty option as well.
Yeah, and we've seen a couple of times here, Muscle Noob's sort of trademark, I would say, being one of the few Kens left, but even more than that, one of the only VS2 Kens I've ever seen using that. But we haven't really seen it kind of working to great effect just yet. Jester has been really interrupting it in most situations.
Yeah, just goes to show you how much Jester Power has probably played against Muscle Noob and had to have labbed V-Skill 2 cancels and just like pushing that stand light kick and to just interrupt. But you know, Muscle Noob's still finding some uses for it at specific ranges, right?
Yeah, as a neutral tool, I wonder, because you can charge it or not charge it, it has that kind of built-in mix-up to say for it. But I think, yeah, it's not going to be the strongest tool in the game, but it is something that you can catch people out with. And definitely Muscle Noob is an extremely strong player who's probably labbed the best ways to use it. And he's going to get the V-Trigger activation.
Yeah, counter hit V-Trigger activation after Jester Power was playing so slow the entire round.
Yeah.
We got close to 30 seconds left, and now look at this damage that's being stacked up, and Muscle Noob taking it.
And that's the situation that you're looking at in both rounds there. Muscle Noob kind of playing the game fairly slowly throughout until he gets that V-Trigger, and then getting a ton of damage at the end and closing out pretty quickly. You can see even a strong player... Sorry, even someone who would go with VS2 is not picking V-Trigger 2 on Ken. I think that is maybe a step too far. But we're going right back to the lobby here. I wonder if Jester Power is going to pick one of his secondaries to try and combat this.
Yeah, maybe somebody with an EX reversal that can bust out of some of the pressure when you know Muscle Noob's going to push something.
Yeah, especially in that very last meaty situation in the corner. The fact that Jester Power had 3 bars and he still couldn't reversal, that is such a difficult situation to be in.
So with Rashid, you'll have access to the EX reversal. With Poison, you have access to Super reversal. We'll see which one he kind of decides to go with. Or if you're just going to switch up the V-Skill and V-Trigger and see what happens.
Could have just been a breather. Yeah, it's a slightly kind of difficult situation for him now, because so he's going back with the Vega V-Trigger 1 now.
V-Trigger 1 now, yep. No parry anymore, going with the option to kind of beat fireballs or extend some combos.
Yeah, and Vega can get some really nutty damage off that V-Trigger this season, so I think that's kind of what he's looking for, right? Like, he was maybe a couple hits from closing both of those rounds in the first game. So with a bit of extra damage potential on the table, thanks to this Rose, he's thinking maybe he'll get it. But yeah, doing a really good job of just kind of avoiding the hits that Muscle Noob wants to get. Like, you can, especially with a character like Vega's walk speed, you don't have to get clipped by cross-ups. You don't have to block cross-ups very often. Nice V-trigger mention there.
Yeah, using the EX just to carry it all the way to the corner, getting good damage here. One more for the stun.
Yeah. This is dangerous stuff, but great beat reversal, an amazing jump forward there from Jester Power, recognizing that Muscle Noob was smelling blood, but the level of situational awareness there was so good, using that crouch HP anti-air and then immediately into the V-skill to get a little bit of extra bar. And the activation, that's it.
Yeah, interrupted the dashboard EX command grab, it looked like, and that caused Just a Power the entire round.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a big swing to do that, even with like a fast dash character like Vega. And you can bet that Muscle Noob has seen it before. You see, he's going for that like vertical neutral jump shimmy, which is kind of tech that a character like Ken really shines with that really downward angled jump hard punch.
Yeah, and usually it's very effective on forward jump, like just the forward jump at the opponent, but Vega has such a good walk speed, and you saw it there where Just a Power is so good at just walking under it and getting to the other side. Not a lot of characters get to do that.
Yeah, true.
Nice punish.
Yeah, and we saw Muscle Noob confirm the crouch medium kick into EX Tatsu there. He's obviously really focused and you know, doing a great job so far. Oh, with the big charge beat skill rather there, get some plus frames.
All right, yeah, plus on the V trigger there, especially when it stays in the corner like that. But here's the activation from Muscle Noob. Let's see if he can turn this into big damage like he always had. But no, the EX roll clipping.
Oh, really got clipped by Raw. And confirms into the command grab to get the kill. That's some sick awareness there.
Yeah, the Azuna drop for the kill. You know, Just a Power was really looking to call out like another fireball, but Muscle Noob just tried to walk forward and got clipped. But maybe a little bit angry here, starting off with a lot of damage here.
Yeah, big strong round start from Muscle Noob. This is the kind of thing you want to see if you've just lost your first round in the set. But another great reversal from Just a Power, just gets the World Cup jab into Azuna drop again, but Muscle Noob right back on the offensive. I do like his patience. He's willing to sit kind of down back and interrupt those jabs again. That is not easy to do. Oh, goes for the just like walks out of the throw there. Doesn't even go for the shimmy.
Oh my goodness, the
you
whip.
hate to see it. Oh, you absolutely loathe to see the whiff medium kick into stand medium punch or back medium punch rather. That is...
Yeah, but it's the entire bait where it's like, oh, don't you want to whiff punish this thing? Look at how whiff punishable it is. And it's just like, back medium punch.
Bro, I just missed my throw. You've got like 20 frames to hit me. Hit me. No. You're never going to hit me.
Alright, but back to character select again.
Oh my goodness. What does Just a Power want? What can he do at this point? I think he has to switch, right?
I mean, he doesn't really have to do anything.
Well, that's absolutely true. You're correct. But what do you think he needs to do to win this match?
Dude, it's really tough to say. Muscle Noob has been playing super well, and I honestly don't think either secondary that we've seen from Just a Power will really do anything big here to change the pace of the match or how Muscle Noob's playing, right? Really, it's all a game of not getting hit by Ken, right? Getting hit by Ken is super, super dangerous.
That's right. What's difficult here is that you could switch to a character that has stronger options. You know, your Rashid with the 1-bar reversal, but we saw earlier Jester Power's Rashid, I think, you know, I'm sure he would admit himself, is not at the level of his Vega, maybe not at the level of his Poison either. So, but he is going to switch over to the Poison.
So yeah, definitely not. The Rashid's not the level of the Poison, because the Poison's what's coming out here. A little bit more effective control over the neutral space, where Vega tends to shine with that, you know, clawed stand medium punch, but very similarly, like you have better anti-airs with Poison and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think she's like not an entirely dissimilar archetype to Vega with this sort of grounded zoning kind of style, but Poison just gets a lot more reward.
I want to know what color this is, because this is just Guile, and I love it.
Oh fuck, it is kind of Guile. I was gonna say it's bad, but you know what? It's also Guile. It just. Listen,
I'm a Guile player, so it's good.
That's fair enough. Yeah. I'm a hater, I think, so I just disrespect all the players, but see Muslim going in with this incredibly erratic offense in the corner. Oh, he doesn't quite confirm that crouch medium kick, and you know he was looking for it. +2 with the heart rate, but great tech from Muslim.
Oh my goodness, the Tatsu beat the crouch medium punch. Here we go.
Can you believe it? You see, every time he activates V-Trigger, I haven't played against him in ages. This is disgusting. This guy has stuff. Dude?
Yo.
Why not?
The classic raw heavy Tatsu, yeah.
But it's not punishable in V-Trigger. Sorry, it is minus. It's not punishable in V-Trigger, so he can do that if he wants, you know?
Yo, thank you, Arissa, for the raid. Arisia with the raid.
Much appreciated.
All right, nice anti-air plus frames on the charge V skill.
Yeah, goes for the shimmy, but no bite from Just Power. And yeah, he does get a little extra kind of chunk of damage off that V skill, off these combos. And hey, bro, just take the throw. Bro, take the throw.
Oh, take the throw. Just one more. Take one more throw. You'll be stunned. It's fine.
Fuck. Okay, Just Power playing really patient here, but it's so dangerous. What has he got on the deck here? He needs to get it confirmed into that second Molotov. That's the only way he's going to get enough damage, but Muslim playing so patient.
I'll spin a bar, no super anymore. Can still do a ton of damage, has one Molotov left for just a little bit, but I don't think he's going to find the hit. Instead, Muslim finds it. Oh my goodness.
Really unfortunate. I mean, Muslim played really well throughout that entire game. Like, he was so aggressive, so smothering, and when he got the hits, he made them really count. And unfortunately, nothing Justified brought out was quite enough.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate. Justified did play his heart up, but Muscle Noob was just doing such an excellent job of mixing up his options, whether he's jumping in with Fierce, jumping in with a medium kick, jump EX Tatsu, jump regular Tatsu, like so many options there for Ken to kind of change how his jump in is going to hit and what space it's going to occupy.
Yeah, that's right. I think that it's one of the most kind of strong tools, and everyone knows it. It's not kind of a especially salient bit of analysis, but one of the most strong tools you can have in Street Fighter 5 is the ability to change your jump arc to kind of disrupt an otherwise predictable situation for your opponent, because especially against Vega, whose anti-airs aren't the strongest to begin with, that kind of ability is extremely strong. But even against the Poison, you could see, maybe it was character unfamiliarity to some extent, but Muscle Noob just absolutely kind of came in with the offense and made it work.
Yeah, so definitely a super good job from him. And now we're going to see if we can get some other good jobs coming in here. We got Lily AJ versus Boltstrike coming up. The best rookie in Europe versus one of the best players in Europe with that Warlord. Level 99 Vega.
That's right.
Which we don't even know if we're going to see, right? It could be the good old Urian again.
I'd be interested to see. I'm really sorry to tell you. We're back in Robot World. This
is interesting.
That's weird, right? Maybe it's my fault. Who's to say?
No, it's fine.
0 LP versus 50,000 LP. This is the... no, it's nothing. I'm interested to see this. This is not a matchup I'm especially...
I just came in to chime in. It's not 50,000, it's 500,000.
500,000. Damn. That is a lot of ranked games. So that's great. Yeah, this is not a matchup I'm super familiar with. Both characters with great grounded buttons. I mean, you know what's weird about this is when this season first dropped, bad confirm there from Lily, punished by Bolt Strike. Yeah, really nice. A lot of corner carry from Vega. When the season first dropped, people were all talking about how Chun-Li was going to be considered like a top 5 character. I do not think that's borne out over the course of the year. Obviously, it's been a very strange year for the competition, but at the same time, I just don't think that she's the kind of character that pro players would especially gravitate to. So, despite the fact that quote-unquote on paper Chun-Li is probably a stronger character than Vega, I mean, immediately we've seen in this game Vega coming out on top. Now, Bolt Strike, very strong player, but Lily is a very strong player as well. So, the big jump in lands, and it's going to be a lot of corner carry. That roll really takes you pretty far, and he fades out and in again for the throw, but really smart, slow rise from Lily to avoid the command grab, but just slightly misses out the punish. So they're playing this kind of slightly slower neutral game here. You can see Lily is trying to find an answer, and the anti-airs are a good start. Good air-to-air crouch, air-to-air jump hard kick rather. And you know that Lily is ready. Does not whiff punish that slide, which errantly just misses Lily due to the spacing. And Bolt Strike's at this corner position again, and yeah, don't take the throw, bro. You're not gonna make it. He does have enough health to survive one more forward throw for sure, but you don't want to be taking all that damage if you don't have to. And Bolt Strike just playing so patient. This man is comfortable. He may have picked the disgusting lilac and gold outfit with the weird foot pom-poms, but he is still looking comfortable.
Vega wins.
Right a couple good. Can people hear me still?
I can hear you now. I didn't quite hear the last thing you said.
Fight.
Okay, well, yeah, just tell me how this ability is, and we'll work it out. As Bolt Strike going back in here, took game number 1 pretty convincingly.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, just goes for the regular grab this time. Recognizes after getting punished for that command grab in the last game, he's keeping things a little bit more contained. And you just see these characters both compete at a fairly similar footsies range, slightly longer than the majority of the cast. Oh, and he's got frame kill setups as well. What can Lily do from this corner position? I mean, you can really see actually at the same time, Bolt Strike doesn't necessarily care so much about keeping that really strict corner position because Vega plays really well from mid-screen as well. But really nice V-Trigger 2 conversion here from Lily, who's getting their own offense going. But even with his back to the corner, his crouch medium punch rather, his claw normals are going to be doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, there's not many characters that can keep up with Chun-Li in neutral, but Vega's definitely one of them. Claude Vega has, really strong poking buttons, which are really, really good.
Absolutely.
Alright, nice crush here. Now in the corner, gets some control. Got the meaty, but couldn't get the conversion off of it. Excellent anti-air with the instant jump air throw. You're gonna be able to hit the critical art.
Oh, that's a big confirm. Is that again?
Just enough, yeah.
Enough. And we're seeing Bolt Strike. This isn't a wash by any means, but it's also not super close either. I'd like to see Lily just kind of keeping their pressure going a little bit more consistently when they get it. And not to say that that's an easy thing to do whatsoever, but that's...
It's very difficult because Bolt Strike has seemingly been prepared for every situation, right? Whether you try to steal a turn with a dash, he's checking you. If you try to jump in, he's instant jump air throwing you. It's a very difficult situation for Lily AJ here.
Oh, great anti-shimmy there from Bolt Strike, who walks back out of Lily's throw range and punishes. And the slide comes in. I mean, yeah, when your opponent has this kind of read on you, it's really difficult to start answering it. Anti-airs with just the regular fierce there as well, like these are kind of demoralizing interactions.
But you can tell Lily's kind of adjusting to the spacing here. Found the forward roundhouse to beat out a crouch medium punch and got the conversion off of it too.
Tiny little play on that grab. Yeah, that was really nice. Just caught Bolt Strike flinching there.
Alright, and now we're going into it. Let's see if Lily can convert this into a full game here, or if Bolt Strike will go up to match point.
That'd be really good to see. You can see Bolt Strike having to block an anti-air there, or block a jump in there. That is definitely one of Vega's bigger weaknesses. And oh goodness, great empty jump there to bait out the back hard
and got clipped on the other side. It's going to be enough to stun, but Bolt Strike won't have enough to kill. He'll need one more situation.
Yeah, I've heard Vega is just like a footsies character. He doesn't do damage, so it's no big deal. Oh shit,
yeah, it's no big deal. But an excellent stun combo into the opportunity to kill. Right, the jump into the EX command grab, and now we're taking off their shirt. It's not working out so well here. That's how you know somebody's feeling themselves. They take off their. It's how you know that they're feeling themselves, right? They take off their shirt.
Absolutely.
It's like, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do against this man. He's shirtless now.
He has the presence of mind to press 3 buttons at once while the round is loading in. I mean, this is not going well. But that said, Lily AJ sitting on a decent little life lead when I started that sentence.
Yeah, the commentator's curse. Yeah, the safe jump beating with the extreme bird kick, and there's the super on deck. It's enough to kill.
It's over. Really, AJ playing admirably in that third game. But, playing well, obviously, throughout the entire tournament, but really kind of trying to claw it back there at the end, and Bolt Strike just a little too strong.
Yeah, definitely showing out his strength as a player. And we did say, at the beginning, that's one of Europe's best players, right? Bolt Strike.
Absolutely.
Grinding online constantly. His Vega is the cleanest. Matter of fact, the worst thing you can say about him is that he plays Vega.
It's the worst and best thing you can say about him, right?
It is. It's remarkable that he's taken Vega to this level, and it's also sad because what other character could he have hit a higher level with, right?
I remember people saying, like, earlier this year, Vega's kind of OP just because of how well Bolt Strike had been doing, especially in Saltmine tournaments. So he is no joke with that character. But yeah, there are going to be situations where he's going to go up against players who are picking more, shall we say, meta characters, and he's going to end up struggling against that. But there is no shade against his play whatsoever.
Yeah. Definitely super solid, and we're waiting to get Muscle Noob back in the lobby. Bolt Strike was trying to get the Urian versus Geef match. We'll see what they end up with here. Of course, Mrs. Max is saying you're both banned from SML if you do it, and Rita signed off on it. So we'll see. We'll see what they end up going with. Who wants the pleasure of fighting Valmaster here?
But this is. I can't believe it's gone by so quickly. We're already in the finals of the first.
The finals, the finals to see who gets to fight the king.
Who has the privilege? What's your flash poll? What's your take? Who's taking this?
I like Muscle Noob. I'm not gonna lie.
I've been really impressed with Muscle Noob's play, especially having just comprehensively demolished Jester Power's Vega. Like, how much stronger do we believe Bolt Strike's Vega is than Jester Power's? Potentially. That
really is the question, but you're dealing with the 21st ranked CFN player worldwide.
That's right. And to be fair, I don't want to be insulting. It's not necessarily a question of, like, is Bolt Strike's Vega stronger? It might just be kind of a player matchup thing. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Yeah.
He was dethroned by force. He had run his term.
There was a coup.
Yeah, we had to overthrow him. There was not a... We could not beat him. But right now, Muscle Noob's still looking good, but Bolt Strike can definitely make this comeback here.
Yeah, he's taken the corner position for himself, but again, like we saw in that last match, he's not super... Oh, he trades in the V-skill.
The bust out into V-trigger activation to side swap. He's going to be able to juggle off the EX Fireball and V-trigger. Yeah, definitely. Look at the damage. Yeah. Not just the damage, but the conversions, right? Just to get that extra little bit. It's all that really matters there.
I think that's the thing I've been really most impressed by Muscle Noob's play in this tournament is not like, he's getting massive hits into huge damage, but every hit he gets is the most damage that it could be. And that's really important. People say combos are like not the most important thing in fighting games, and obviously that's true, but if you can get the most damage you can get out of any hit you do land, you're going to be looking good.
Yeah, and it makes your opponent scary of everything, right? Anytime that they get hit, they're eating a ton of damage. But I like Bolt Strike using the Barcelona to get out of the corner here, back to this mid-screen where Vega can really shine. And I do want to say one of the major differences that we're seeing between Bolt Strike and Jester Power is this V-Skill 1 that Bolt Strike's using. Jester Power was using V-Skill 2 the entire time, and we didn't see much use for it.
That's right.
Oh my goodness, the excellent V-Skill 2 over the poke. And now we're in the corner.
Are we going to see the classic authority? Oh, he does get the shimmy in the second attempt, and he's almost at CA. Oh, yeah, he is going to convert into a lot of damage here. This isn't going to kill, but it's going to get pretty close. This is sort of a one.
He had the courage to wake up with a stand like it, got the counter hit and converted properly off of it as well, and now we're in a one-touch game from both sides.
Muscle Loop goes for my. Oh, he goes for the vertical shimmy and it does work out. Let's go. Muscle Loop's so strong.
Can win.
Oh my goodness. Just mixing up all the options right. Like, he was in a position where Bolt Strike didn't know if you should, block for like a jump pierce or block for the jump medium kick. It ended up being the jump medium kick, and that kind of gave Bolt Strike a little bit of pause of like, oh, I need to, watch out for him jumping again and trying to throw or something like that. Excellent job of Muscle Noob recognizing the situation, how plus he was, because if you're not plus enough and you go for a neutral jump on a throw bait, they recover before you even can anti-air.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, dude. Oh, great jump out of the command grab there. Muscle Noob gonna just get as much damage as he can. He can't steal the corner, but putting it back in a mid-screen situation, gets the shimmy into the EX Tatsu, and now he's got his own corner position. Unfortunately, drops the conversion there, but the DP on the EX Barcelona, this is a horrible situation for Bolt Strike, who V-reversals out. You've got to V-reversal at this point. Muscle Noob looking so strong. Just hit maybe 4 or 5 successful Oki situations in a row there, and as much as I hate this pink, the dude is getting a lot of damage on the table. It's hard to argue, and it's not like we're calling, Vega gets a reputation for being a really weak character. It's not like anyone is out here saying that Ken is top 5 either. So this isn't so much necessarily a Vega is really struggling situation here. Muscle Noob is just like making incredible reads.
You can see in the ways that he's poking and counter poking that he's really giving Bolt Strike a hard time. Bolt Strike backing up, getting the whip punish with the Rose, but the buzz out here, the EXDP.
Staggers a little bit into that crouch medium kick for the activation, and Muscle Noob still keeping a lot of pressure on the table. Goes to the fake overhead into the throw, but Bolt Strike's going to backdash out and getting this neutral position where he's obviously the most comfortable. Still, you just...
Oh my goodness, he walked so far for that throw. Oh my goodness.
That's so brave against a player like Muscle Noob as well, who has been so active.
Yeah, definitely. I thought a counter poke was coming out for sure. Still there. Alright.
The EX Tatsu takes him to the corner, getting that neutral jump pressure. The shimmy doesn't bite this time, but Bolt Strike just getting counter hit. But it's amazing how well the Azuna drop, if it does connect, just immediately steals the corner. Amazing reactions on the back throw there, or the back jump air throw there. And we're back to this kind of mid-screen. You can see, I can't believe that jump was in the front. And Muscle Noob now one good hit away from taking this. He got the plus frames on the V skill. We're in the corner, but he's just backing off a little bit, spending bar on the EX Fireball, but I cannot believe he was ready for that. Oh my goodness. Bolt Strike got all the bar in the world, but what's he going to do with it?
I mean, one good hit in the V-trigger would tie up the game pretty
close. Oh my goodness. The whiff.
Like I knew.
Holy, and he's just used up all of that bar, but he is one hit away now, and he gets the safe jump. That should be a punish there. Still -6 on that DP into V-trigger activation, so it might be even more with Ken, but it's definitely, with most characters, it's -6, and that was an incredible comeback from Bolt Strike. Just, I was like, he's got all this meter, but what's he gonna do with it? And he was just like, this is what I'm gonna do with it.
Yeah, I was like, V-trigger into super, what else is he gonna do?
Yeah.
that has to be it. And then the Oki situation off of it as well. He did an excellent job knowing that Muscle Noob was going to try to hit that big reversal moment to steal another game.
Yeah, it's just a great safe jump setup, and he knew what he'd got. Oh, but the big counter hit from Muscle Noob, getting a lot of corner push with that V-skill combo rather, and the dash in. Ken, another character like Rashid, like Chun, with the 15 frame dash, the fastest dash in the game. Oh no, the crosscut just slightly mistimed. He went the wrong way, and Bolt Strike got his own corner pressure going now. But even when he's got the phone, you see Bolt Strike just backing off, taking that neutral.
What?
The Sky High Claw misses.
I don't think I've ever seen Sky High Claw miss in the corner like that.
I don't believe I've seen it either. That's got to be a really frustrating situation, but Bolt Strike, still composed, ever the pro, completes that round with the EX Barcelona.
Round 2.
Definitely, and you can see that Bolt Strike is slowly adjusting how Muscle Noob's playing here, right? Knows when, the V-Skill 2s are coming out and when to kind of look for them, because a lot of times there was he was eating like the counter poke on V skill 2 damage, and now he's just waiting for the V skill 2 and maximizing the damage. Yo, the meaty EX Barcelona, don't throw.
How did he know? That was gross. He's not going to quite kill here, but he gets to set up good slow ride there from Muscle Noob. But this is going to be a really tough one for him to bring back. And after a really strong start, Muscle Noob is starting to struggle a little bit.
Yeah, you can tell Bolt Strike really keeping his distance and looking for the approaches from Muscle Noob, right? Standing out of range of like a dash button, standing out of range for charge V skill 2, out of range for a jump in, right? There's just he's always out of range of everything that Muscle Noob is trying to do and controlling excellently.
Yeah, he puts himself in a situation where he gives himself time to react to whatever Muscle Noob wants to do. There are certain things that at a slightly closer spacing Muscle Noob could do that you can't prepare for. So yeah, he's doing a really good job of adjusting that spacing, and generally over the course of this match, oh wow,
right? Like look, like I called it. Like he has every option prepared.
Yeah,
he stopped the dash, he stopped the jump.
I mean, this is the mark again of a really, really strong player, is that like after taking such a heavy loss in that first round, he adjusted so cleanly, so quickly, that it's now looking like Muscle Noob. What can Muscle Noob do? Oh, the footsies with the claw.
Oh my goodness! Challenged the button that was pushed with the back medium punch, and now looked for the shimmy, didn't find it.
Yeah, good challenge.
Big crush. Out the corner, and now we get the mix-ups.
Multi throw is going to work, and this could go either way. The big activation here, Muscle Noob
all the way to the corner.
The corner and the meaty here, goes to the shimmy again. I wonder if he should start going for a couple of throws, maybe.
The crouch fierce didn't work, and this critical art is going to do a grip of damage. It should be enough to kill.
I think that's enough with the minimum scaling. It's going to take it. And Bolt Strike, just looking dominant now. It's gone from Muscle Noob being able to activate into taking the round every time to Bolt Strike just controlling every situation, every wake up, his own and Muscle Noob's. But great confirm on that stand medium kick. And yeah.
Yo, and this is what's so infuriating for Muscle Noob. So many times he's gotten Bolt Strike to the corner, went for a shimmy, and Bolt Strike just sat there and didn't do anything. And then one time he goes for the throw, Bolt Strike just jumps out of the corner.
It's so difficult when a player just reads you like that. But this is a great round for Muscle Noob. That was crazy.
He got under there. Oh my goodness. I thought he was in front.
Extremely cursed side switch. I think one of the things that I've noticed is that is slightly difficult for Muscle Noob using this V skill 2 is that when he gets the anti-air as Bolt Strike jumps out the corner, he can't switch sides. He just gets the plus frames, which is good, but it's not getting the corner back. Another really nice confirm there. Gets the mid-screen situation.
Back throw, here we go. Oh my goodness, they're both flying around the 9th tire. And he got the meaty situation here. He won't have enough to kill, but he's going to push all the way to the corner here.
Yeah. This is really dangerous. One good touch from Muscle Noob takes this game. Got a little bit of damage from EX. But now he's got no resources. And Bolt Strike does still have V-Trigger, has 1 bar. That's a decent amount of damage for Vega. Both players just kind of whiffing buttons in front of each other, hoping to land a big hit.
Oh, that's going to be a punish, but the V-Trigger activation to save himself. Knew what he needed to do, and threatened the jump out a couple of times, but just too far for the command grab, and that ties it up to a piece.
Really impressive composure there from Muscle Noob, just keeping it slow, keeping it steady, and punishing that whiff command grab.
Yeah, definitely. You know, a couple of mistakes out of Bolt Strike there, but again, not to undercut Muscle Noob's playmaking and the decisions that he's made. Like, he pushed Bolt Strike to make these bad decisions, right? Dash forward, feeling the need, like making Bolt Strike feel the need to have the dash forward command grab to close out a round.
Yeah,
that's not easy to do.
For sure. Like, against the vast majority of players, Bolt Strike would never have to take a significant risk at all, but nonetheless, like, he is making a lot of this neutral game work incredibly well in his favor. It's mostly when Muscle Noob gets this like big confirm that things start going his way. Like, as you can see in this like close neutral game here, Muscle Noob's taking a huge life deficit, but he's got the corner position now.
All right, just using the V trigger to get out of the corner, which is excellent, I feel, for Vega.
Yeah, for sure. And you can see it immediately kind of puts that little bit of frustration in Mussolini's head. Great punish on the overhead there. Still challenging after being hit. V-Trigger had opened this, and Mussolini playing so aggressive in this V-Trigger. I mean, it's a great offensive tool for him, but yeah. Mussolini,
He's trying to mix them up, but Boltrek not biting.
he's so
Oh no, the trade! Oh. Unfortunately, the V-Trigger ran out, so the fireball didn't knock down there.
Oh
And then the
my
slide.
god! Okay, he could
V-Trigger-
have done that into
Yeah, he had V-Trigger.
Yeah, it was safe, but still, just going for it. Why not, right? And Volstrak sitting really nicely on meter here, as well as Mussolini played in that last game. He's going to have to make a big swing to come back. Back throw into the corner is a good start. Incredible whiff punishes from Volstrak. He knows exactly the range where Mussolini's stand medium punch is going to whiff, and he's going to be able to hit him with a crouch HP. But big V S2 combo here from Muscle Noob. He's getting corner position again. The instant air dive kick. Incredible meaty situation, but you see Volstrike just escaping again, using that stand pierce in the neutral.
Yeah, and was doing a really good job of slowing the pace down here.
That's right. His escapes throughout this whole set have been really impressive, and the jump back air throws are incredible. Like, his reactions on that are just ridiculous. Oh, backdashes out of the throw. That is an extremely risky backdash, but it works out.
And now just one touch. Again, for both players, right? Voltrek can find the confirm into V-Trigger, into the Super. It would be really, really close at that point. Side high calls out, no punish, but still got trapped there a little bit, tried to walk out and got clipped by the low medium.
Final round.
It's always the mix-up. It's not the most dangerous thing unless you're like, unless Muscle Noob can confirm crouch medium kick or you're one hit away from dying. But in that situation, he was, and he died.
Alright, but now we're down to the final round here. The winner of this goes on to the fight. The current king. Oh, look at this pressure that Muscle Noob now has in this corner. Can Voltrek find his way out? He does, he sweeps!
I can't believe it.
The other side, V-Trigger activation. Oh my goodness, what's the mix?
That's 50-50, but great anti-air, great awareness from Muscle Noob. He's got the plus frames on this activation, and he's looking so strong here. One more hit. DP? Of course he does. You can't EX Barcelona on that? Oh, incredible.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Incredible play from both there. Like, both, like, yeah, it was so back and forth and down to the wire that the constant adaptation from both sides were super good.
It's go time.
Now that we have a little bit of downtime, I'm gonna try to fix something that probably will make me have to restart Discord. So,
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll see you in a minute. So we're gonna have Valmaster up against Muscle Noob. It's gonna be, I assume, it's gonna be Chun-Li versus Ken. I actually, shamefully, not super familiar with Valmaster as a player, unless he used to play Street Fighter 4 and did like the legs loops. I feel like I kind of have a vague recollection of some French Chun-Li doing that a lot. But it might not be Valmaster, it might be another Chun-Li player from Street Fighter 4 whose name also started with a V. Who's to say? But either way, I think a Ken Chun play match, it's kind of exciting for me. I like the season 1 characters, to be honest with you. I think a lot of the DLC characters have been, let's go, I've got the knowledge, sometimes, occasionally, once in a blue moon, but yeah, I like to see the season 1's characters. You know, the World Warriors, they're kind of fun, right? It's fun to see your Zekus and your Menats doing crazy V-Trigger, like, stance swap situations, but just to see, you know, Ken Masters go up against Chun-Li, that's fun too. We're going to see some footsies, some fundamentals, I think.
We'll see how stable this is now.
Sounds good right now. I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
Oh my goodness.
Listen,
my audio. I'll talk about this afterwards, but my audio setup is wild. So
sure. I'm very impressed that you're like struggling through it in this way. I would be extremely tilted if I was in your situation. So
Dude, I've been messing with technology for years. It messes up. There's nothing else to say about it. But what we do know what to say about is Valmaster versus Muscle Noob here. Valmaster, of course, last week's champion.
Yeah.
Coming up here against Muscle Noob, who's been grinding it out so hard. Let's see if he can become the new king.
Yeah, I think I wasn't hugely familiar with Muscle Noob prior to like a few months ago, seeing him in Saltmine and stuff, but he's like a really impressive player, and you love to see someone taking a character that not too many people play, especially with the options that he picks on him, and making it work like this, and a great start to this first round as well. Yeah, not going to be plus on that EX Air Tatsu since Season 1, but the big jump in like second time this round.
Yeah. Looking super good and really holding down this corner down. Valmaster hasn't really tried to get out, just trying to push buttons and fireballs to build the space. No jumps or anything to, force a situation. But there's a dash under, got away, but walked into the back medium punch, and that's going to be round number 1 for Muscle Noob.
Yeah, just like really strong neutral play from Muscle Noob. I don't think Valmaster jumped that entire round. He really played that very archetypical Chun footsies game, but the very late dash under after the anti-air, one of Chun's strongest tools, that back hard kick, and converting into the EX legs on this corner combo. He's one hit away from stun at this point.
Yeah, you can tell Muscle Noob just letting it run down, right? Just sitting there.
But even Valmaster letting it run down, because he's playing Chun. He's not playing a rushdown character. He's happy, if Muscle Noob wants to wait and go back to a neutral position, Chun's advantage there as well.
Yeah, and again, plus 3 on charge V skill 2, and now Valmaster locked down in this corner. Again, no reversals or anything, just pushing the buttons, building the distance, but nice check on the dash. Here we go.
To some extent, I think people...
he got mixed on the side.
Oh, you hate to see it. Ken should not mix people up like that. Ken should do big damage when he hits, but he should not do fake side swaps. That's Ibuki's tech. Leave that to Ibuki.
Listen, Valmaster back rows, so it forces Ken back to the same side.
It was his fault, to tell the truth.
It was a choose your own mix up, and he chose and didn't realize that he had the choice.
You chose the price is wrong, bitch. Okay, yeah. So going back to neutral here in this first round of the second game, and Valmaster's going to have to make something happen. If I'm correct here, this is going to be a first to 5, right?
I think it's just a first to 3 because there is a king.
Oh, right. Ritas?
I can't remember. Ritas will check in eventually and let us know. But right now, Muscle Noob is holding down this corner again as we... What does this do? First to 3 or first to 5?
Right. I said it was a first to 5. Thank you very much.
Listen, it's Allison's first time. If anybody's fired, it's me. All right.
Thank you. Very honorable. And
also, I've been having extreme mic issues.
True. None of us should be fired. There's mitigating circumstances here. We both get full marks. Muscle Noob taking a little bit of a life deficit in this round, but once again, we've seen him take a life deficit in so many rounds throughout this entire tournament, and come back with that V trigger. So let's not count him out anytime soon.
Right now, Valmaster is hitting his marks here, doing everything that he needs to do. One more hit for the stun, pushing a little bit on it this time. Doesn't want to let Muscle Noob come back here, but there's the activation.
I love to see Valmaster use the forward hard kick to corpse hop from about mid-screen just to take about a tiny bit of corner position, but there's the level of optimization that you see with a top player like this. And he's got so much of a life lead in this match. Really, he doesn't want to spend any of that meter, he just wants to close this out without having to take a big risk, really.
Yeah, and if I'm Muscle Noob, I'm throwing fireballs here. I'm like, go ahead, use your super.
Yeah, exactly. Muscle Noob's, I think, main objective here is to get Valmaster to spend as much meter as possible, but unfortunately he can't get him to do any of that.
Yep, simple slide under the crouch medium punch, going to be super easy.
Good tech from Valmaster, good recognition. Muscle Noob's gone from the shimmy from that charged V-skill a few times throughout this tournament, so it's a kind of a read to do. But...
Yeah, but still super scary. There's the reaction for it. We were wanting it last round, but it's coming up this round. Valmaster looking strong here. Gets a meaty setup as well, and just expected an EX reversal. Lets Muscle Noob out of the pressure a little bit.
Yeah, he was ready for the EX reversal or throw there, but Muscle Noob. One thing I really love to see in his match with Bolt striking it. Oh, he's playing so fun, right?
The micro steps and mixing up between the throw and the back medium punch has worked out so well for him there. But nice slide under. Here's the activation. The first time we've seen Valmaster activate.
I feel like throughout this entire tournament, especially on his cannon, his like mix-ups on one have been about 95% consistent, and the EX Fireball is going to close out that second game. Muscle Noob going 2-0 up.
Yeah, and he had the activation, right, to keep him, to make himself even more plus on there and really force the mix-up. So,
yeah,
looking really strong here.
This is crazy. Well, it's not crazy. He's just playing really, really well. But yeah, like even on his own wake up, there was a time in the previous set where Bolt Strike had the Oki after CA, and Muscle Noob went for crouch medium kick because he was recognizing that Bolt Strike might go for the shimmy. So he's really got these kind of advanced level wake up situations on deck, and immediately in this third game he's coming in with the offense, landing a jumping combo, getting the corner.
Yeah, and this has really been the name of the game. When Muscle Noob puts a Valmaster in the corner, it's very difficult for Valmaster at that point, right? Because Valmaster's not going to be jumping out, right? So you kind of know what to expect at most ranges. But nice crush, didn't get the full conversion, but just harassing right now.
Yeah, a lot of normals coming out from Valmaster. Like incredibly active play, the backdash, the forward dash, into the plus frames.
Did you see how late the EX dive kick hit? Oh, and dodge the anti with the V-trigger Tatsu, and now we're going in here. We're in a corner. This is where the magic happens.
What's he got? He got the plus frames. He's gone into that. The hard kick Tatsu doesn't go for the DP. Valmaster correctly challenges, and this is a battle one touchy for both. To be fair, Valmaster has enough meter to close this out if he gets the right hit, and Muscle Noob of course just needs the one hit anyway.
Nice attack, but again, just the one touch game. It's so stressful here, but Valmaster finds it first and closes it out.
Yeah, you love to see it. With the EX legs, you're kind of safe to buffer into that without even having to confirm, but it was a really nice whiff punish nonetheless. Dash up throw. That's the level of fear that Muscle Noob is able to put into his opponent. Incredible damage.
Valmaster not pushing after the throw tech, and that made Muscle Noob whiff, and now nice punish on the roundhouse.
Yeah, -4 there. Valmaster just used the three frame light kick punish.
Alright, but let's go back to this corner here. You can't escape it.
Even so, yeah, every time Valmaster gets an opening, Muscle Noob is just ready with whatever option he has.
Excellent walk under there for Valmaster, and look at this punish that he's eating. Oh my goodness.
Bro, I don't think that's going to kill, and I think that actually puts Muscle Noob in a surprisingly good position here. The scaling was really high after all that started.
Oh my god.
Oh, the clutchest of tags. He gets the activation. Delays very slightly.
Yeah, trying to catch like a delay throw, but Valmaster not getting baited here and just looking for a poke, but gets crossed up here, and it's enough damage!
Oh my god, damage there! Fuck me, off the air Tatsu as well, like it's not even a regular jump in. Damn. Muscle Noob is really clutch.
Yeah, V-trigger air Tatsu, just a regular air Tatsu, is so good at just getting to the other side and dodging into anti-air. No punish on the light legs.
Yeah, he drops the punish. He's trying to... Yeah. But still, as many times...
The first EX reversal that we've seen out of Valmaster, but a miss on the confirm.
Yeah, you don't see Chum players, like, despite the fact that EX SBK is just, again, with the same side mix-up, but Valmaster immediately adjusting to that, and he's actually got a good situation here in this third round. Could take the game. Yeah, no threat of the EXTP there, because Muscle Noob didn't have the bar. Oh,
yeah, the V-trigger is going to keep you grounded and sustaining, so he gets the best combo possible now. Pretty much one combo here for Muscle Noob will do it, but the slide into V-trigger activation, Valmaster finally getting a game.
That's really solid play from him. Like, trying to contain this level of aggression from Muscle Noob is really difficult. Muscle Noob, especially with those instant air Tatsus, I've been really impressed with the level of aggression he's been able to keep, even on hit, like getting hit himself and coming right back in. But Valmaster just slowing the game down enough, just keeping Muscle Noob slowed down enough. You see immediately at the start of this round, he's dashing in, He's getting his buttons. This is
Oh,
tough.
there's the dash and throw this time.
With
The
the
throw on the +3, yeah.
throw and like you love to see it. The immediate adjustment from Valmaster. He blocked that V skill, the charge V skill, and took a throw, and then he saw the charge V skill coming out again, and he anti-aired it. Not this time.
Yeah, but the funny thing is you can really push like any of your buttons against Ken's V skill too, and it will beat it
Yeah.
out. It doesn't even like low crush like crouching move, so you can really just go ham. But yo, light Tatsu into feature on wake up. You can only cancel the first hit, and Valmaster was just close enough.
Wait, did he have plus frames there?
Yeah.
Oh damn, that is so unfortunate. Muscle Noob sitting on decent life lead here, but once again, spoke too soon.
Just a little jab check. Don't walk too far.
That's gonna be Muscle Noob. And after having lost that third game, Muscle Noob is right back to his old ways. He's playing extremely aggressive, extremely sharp, and every time he gets the hit, but he didn't get the hit there.
Yeah, and here he didn't have meter for EX Tatsu.
You know that's what he wanted. But great confirm there from Valmaster on the whiff punish. He's got the corner position. Let's see what he does with it.
Alright, just harassing him with these buttons. Chun-Li's buttons are so good at kind of controlling that space, but Muscle Noob finding the opportunity to fireball, miss another EX dive kick, and that's going to cost him big back in this corner, but there's the bust out, going to side swap with the V-trigger.
Oh yeah, that's so strong with the little dash V-trigger activation gives you. He's able to block the V-trigger activate, the V reversal rather, and great bust out from Valmaster there with the
Oh my goodness. And so many times we see dash up throw work out for Muscle Noob in just these very sporadic situations. But 9 ain't there.
Oh my
goodness,
goodness,
still got
what
the
a
juggle.
conversion. I have never seen that. That was such good awareness. Yeah, like you say,
Like most people just go for the EX legs, like crush counter. You don't worry about the dash for just EX legs.
it definitely has enough range, right? Like he didn't need to do that, but it was very stylish. Oh,
Don't.
what incredible meaty awareness with the forward hard kick. You can see Valmaster, like, he's playing very active, but he's really reacting to what's going on screen. But Muscle Noob is just throwing out so much and getting so much from every hit. Big crush here from Valmaster though.
Yeah, look at the optimal combo here, but there's the bust out again. 1 + 1 = DP from Muscle Noob. He did the math.
I can't believe how many those have landed. I don't think Valmaster's blocked a single one yet. And sometimes you want to just like take all of them because you're dominating your opponent so much that they're wasting bar, but every time Muscle Noob lands an EXDP, it's a really good situation for him. Drops the beach
Too far. Yeah, and that was going to be probably into critical art, but here's the activation. No, missed the juggle. I was going to say it was going to side swap, but we're seeing none of that, but he got caught grounded. This is going to be some good damage, not enough to kill.
Gets the
Oh,
meaty
he made
again.
it to throw!
Oh my god, that was like 3 mix-ups in a row, and unfortunately Valmaster just wasn't ready for the third one. Muscle Noob gets the throw bait with that neutral jump hard punch again, and he's up 3-1.
You're thinking about so much. You're like, okay, he did the setup where he's going to make me pick if it's in front or behind, depending on the rise I do. Then I'm gonna block. I'm gonna look super cool because I knew what side to block. And then it's just like, all right, then I'll delay throw, and then the delay throw comes out, and he's neutral jumping you, and you're like, what?
God damn it. Oh, and again with the shimmy. That's the thing, as a like semi decent player up to like the very high level of these guys, the delay tech is kind of a reflex that you have to cancel
Train it.
itself.
Yeah. The delay tech is once you hit a higher level, is a blessing and a curse because as many times as it saves you, it also kills you. But Muscle Noob trying to take game number 5 here rapidly, already up another round.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah. But great side swap again, not reactable really, but Muscle Noob.
Yeah, there's small little tells, but sometimes they're so minuscule that it's so difficult. But there we see the
How do you bait that? That was so sick from mid-screen. Ugh! And he blocks the overhead and punishes.
Oh, and then the challenge. Oh my goodness, these players just swinging right now.
Crazy.
Oh,
It's
and
like-
the stun.
That's going to take the round. It's like these guys have the sickest Yomi of all time, or are they just like swinging? And I think it's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. But...
Absolutely. It's just like, man, I want to push this button, and then you push it, and it's just like, oh, my opponent did this thing and it won. All right, I'll do something different next time. It's like, that was the exact option that they were looking for.
Exactly. Muscle Noob coming out so strong here. Damn. So Valmaster, maybe I checked Valmaster's Twitter the other day, and he's a Chun and Menat main according to his Twitter. If I didn't get that completely wrong, so that's the only other character that I could imagine him switching to, but surely not, right? Like, I don't think this has been a character problem for him, really.
No, it's definitely a muscle noob problem that he's having.
Muscle noob has been causing a lot of people problems tonight.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a CFN issue as well. He did post that it was difficult to play, but now we're seeing the swamp the jury here. Classic Street Fighter 4 jury costume too.
Okay. I you know what? I may be a costume hater for the most part. I kind of like this one, so we'll see what he's got. Charges up that MK food hard, but immediately gets punished. He's right in the corner. It is rarely a good sign when someone one game from losing switches character to a secondary. But yeah, Muscle Noob slightly incorrectly calculates the stun there, but doesn't matter.
Yeah, finds the kill anyway.
One round away.
Ooh, one touch! Can Valmaster do it? Here's the activation.
I will die on this hill. I think Jury V-Trigger 1 is one of the strongest V-Triggers in the game. But we'll have to see if that kind of bears out in this round, right?
A couple things that I don't agree with that I think it could do better. But right now, Muscle Noob definitely doing an excellent job. You saw in the previous round he was playing excellent defense at the end, not getting clipped by any of the V-Trigger delays.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But he gets beaten out. I mean, I'm not saying she's a good character. I'll be clear on that. But we'll see what Valmaster can get going here. I mean, he's looking pretty strong in this round. Punishes the... actually gets counter hit on the after that EX Tatsu. He's just pushing that medium kick. It's a great medium kick. We can't...
Oh my goodness. Tried to chase down the back jump, but was too far away. Ate a little bit of damage for it, but again, just poking that same medium kick. Yeah.
Really nice.
Final round. Fight.
Alright, but we're going into what could be the final round here again. Will Valmaster save himself from match point, or will Muscle Noob be able to close it out?
I have to say, great anti-air, but the raw DP from Muscle Noob, it's fucking raw. And he gets the pressure here in the corner situation with the V-skill combo. This is scary. Valmaster, what have you got? Amazing challenge into V-trigger conversion, but he drops the combo. That is character unfamiliarity, my friend. The big
and we'll see. Muscle Noob's currently trying to make this a real Hell's Kitchen.
And the corner position here from Valmaster, he's got a little bit going here, but the counter hit from Muscle Noob, is that it?
And that's going to be enough. Muscle Noob is your new king of the Saltmine, ladies and gentlemen, taking it 5-1 against Valmaster.
I mean, probably wasn't that close, right? Like, I'm not saying Valmaster played badly by any means, but Muscle Noob was on a tear tonight.
Yeah, you could definitely see that Muscle Noob was playing incredibly good, really mixing up his options really well. So we'll see how long Muscle Noob's able to hold on to his reign. So far, there's been a lot of like 1 week winners, and then somebody else is in. Sure. We got to see if we can get another good reign going.
Yeah, I mean, if he carries on playing like that, like he beat Bolt Strike, he beat Valmaster. Neither of them were like super close. The Bolt Strike game was pretty close, but even there. He beat Jester Power, like
yeah, that was he did a really good job. So really big shout outs. We're gonna start closing this out. So this means that we're gonna have, I believe on Sunday there's another Saltmine tournament. That's gonna be the regular double elimination. So that's gonna be Sunday at 8 a.m. Pacific time in the United States. I'm not sure about the European conversion because I'm American. 5 p.m. I never remember the conversion. I always remember where it starts for me.
Which means it's 4 p.m. UK time. Shoutouts to my UK viewers.
Yeah, so definitely, it was a ton of fun, Allison. Where can people find you on the internet?
Oh, I don't recommend it. I'm on Twitter at AlisonsBody FGC, but don't follow me.
Definitely give them a follow. You can find me at Nogarremi on Twitter or Nogarremi.com. Definitely have a ton of fun casting these events or commentating these events.
Yeah, really good time.
Regis, anything else you want me to shout out? Just send the people home. It's late. Let's go.
Well, I mean, it's pretty early, but it's Friday night. Have a good time, everyone.
It is Friday night. Have a good night, everybody.
It's like Friday afternoon for you. Good luck for the rest of the day.
It's not too bad.
All right. Good stuff.
Peace out.